Welcome to my channel TM Chitra Teacher. Today I am going to explain you a synopsis of an adventure novel called The Swiss Family Robinson. This novel was written by Johann David Weiss and was first published in 1812. This is a fiction novel which has 44 chapters, but in the class 9 textbook they have given the synopsis of a novel, that is the summary of it. So this has been one of the famous novel for generation, as well as this book was a source for many adventurous movies. So now let's see to the story that brings a theme of family. So when the Robinson family are shipwrecked on an uninhabited desert island, they find a new world of adventure and knowledge. As they learn to cope up with many problems of life on the island, they become even closer as a family. So they learned the need to live happily together and face together whatever hardships life presents us with. Now let's do the activity given in the warming up section. Think of one of your favorite interesting stories and fill in or draw an outline chart like the one shown below. So I have taken example of a story, that is The Gift of Magi, written by O. Henry. So you can also select your own favorite interesting story and draw the outline chart of it. So I have given you for this reference. Next I have put some pictures over here. So this will be helpful to visualize the images while explaining the lesson. So first image is a tropical island, desert island. So the next image is of shipwreck. The next image is how the Robinson family reached the seashore using the wrecked ship. Then we can find a house, a tent house, how it is constructed. Then this is a gourd tree. It is a fruit with a hard skin. So they have made utensils out of it. So it's a gourd tree. Next we can find the tree house as well as a cave house. In the next image you can find a sledge. The sledge is used as a runner without wheels. It can be pulled and we can keep loads and we can pull it easily. So next image is of a albatross. It's a long-winged bird. Now I will explain you the lesson, a synopsis, The Swiss Family Robinson. The Swiss Family Robinson is a well-known adventure novel that people of many countries have enjoyed for more than 200 years. It has also been made into graphic novels and films. Graphic novels means this novel is in the graphic format. So the novel written by the Swiss clergyman Johann David Weiss is not just an adventure. It aims at teaching young people values like self-reliance, determination, love for your family, cooperation, and prudent use of resources. It also has good lessons relevant in natural sciences, good husbandry, and even mathematics. So this novel is going to teach lesson to the youth as well as to the elder people too. Like we can learn from this novel like how to be independent, make a decision at the right time, and we can how to be lovable to our family members and to cooperate with one another. And prudent use of resources means use the resources whatever is available carefully. And it has also taught life good lessons relevant in natural sciences. For example, they have given here good husbandry and even mathematics. Good husbandry means cultivating as well as breeding of crops as well as animals. Even that has also been taught in this lesson through many events. So some elements of the novel do stretch reality to a certain extent, but we must consider that it is a work of fiction and not a fact file. So you can see some scenes in the novel, you feel as it would have happened really, but actually this is a fictional novel, that is, it's a complete imagination. So given below is a synopsis and outline of its basic. story. So actually this novel has been written in 44 chapters. So altogether overall we can see the outline of this novel. So William, Elizabeth and their children had been travelling in a ship when the ship was caught in a great storm. The other passengers evacuated without them. William and his family, including the young children, Fritz, Ernest, Jack and Franz, were left to survive alone. So they weathered the great storm, waiting in the ship's hold. So now we could see the characters mentioned in the novel. There are parents, that is William is the one who is saying the story, he is the narrator of the story, and his wife Elizabeth, and they had 4 children. So their names are Fritz is the eldest one, Ernest, Jack and Franz is the youngest one. So Fritz was around 15 years old and Franz, the youngest one, was around 8 years old. So these people were left alone, and the other members in the ship, they all escaped through the lifeboat. The ship survived the night and the family found themselves within the sight of a tropical desert island. So they could see from far away that there is a tropical desert island, so they thought they could escape there. So the next morning they decided to get to the island they could see beyond the reef. So with much effort they constructed a vessel out of tubs. So here they have constructed a vessel. Vessel means they made a boat out of the tubs so that they could carry whatever they require from the ships. They can collect it and they can move to the island. So the ship survived the night and the next morning they decided to go to the island. With much effort they constructed a vessel. So after that they filled the tubs with food and ammunitions and all other articles of value they could safely carry. They rowed towards the island. So what all the things they carried? They carried the food, ammunitions. Ammunitions means the arms and ammunitions like gunpowder, it's mentioned here. That also they have carried because they need protection from the wild animals too. So that's the reason they want it, and they carried some other articles whatever is needed to survive in the island. So 2 dogs from the ship named Turk and Juno swam beside them. So the ship's cargo of livestock, guns and powder, carpentry tools, books, disassembled pennants and provisions had also survived. So what are the things they could save from the ship were these, like gunpowder. Then they could get some cargo stock of livestock. Livestock means over here it is the farm animals, because they can grow those farm animals in the island and they can use it as a meat also. And they had the carpentry tools, so with that they can use any carpentry work. Then disassembled pennants is a ship again, so which was into pieces, so whenever they require they can assemble it and use it. Over the next few days, William, that is a father, attached the floatable old kegs. Kegs means they are the barrels, and to one another, and built a bow that curved around them. So the family had landed successfully on the island. So somehow the father planned and brought the family safely to the island. So the family had landed successfully on the island and they set up a tent and softened the floor with armloads of grass. They cut and spread to serve as their beds. So somehow they managed successfully. They landed the island, but they don't have a house to reside. So immediately they require a house, means they made a tent house. And the tent house means the floors were rough. So to soften the floor, they took the arm loads. Arm loads means both the arms should be filled. So much of grass they brought and flattened the floor so that it will feel soft. They came to a grove of trees. One tree grew what looked like gods on its trunk. The father told Fritz the gods would make excellent bowls and spoons, and they cut them into various utensils. So they could find a huge tree, they could find the groove, and the father told Fritz that the gods would make excellent bowls, because gods are the fruits with a hard skin, so that they can use it as a bowls and spoon, as they don't have utensils to use. So after some days, Elizabeth informed William that she wanted the family to move to a safer place. Their current camp was not only exposed but also very dry and hot. So the mother, as a mother, she was caring a lot for her family. So she said that they want to move to a safer place. They couldn't continue with the tent house. So they were searching for a new home. So if they built a house up in one of the large trees, they would be safe from jackals. So she described a perfect tree for the project, one whose trunk was nearly 40 feet in diameter. The branches were very long and extended straight out from the trunk, making them perfect platforms for a structure. So as the mother suggested, they got a place, and there was a huge tree with the branches. So they started building a tree house. So later, when determining the height of the lowest branches, the father taught the boys geometry and how to use triangles to measure big objects. So he measured a definite distance from the trunk. Then he calculated angles using several measured rods, determining that the lowest branch was 30 feet off the ground. 30 feet off the ground means it is 30 feet from the ground. And the father, that is William, taught their children like how to measure it and how to make a house, that is a tree house, based on the length what they have. So the men knotted a rope at certain intervals and attached pieces of bamboo in each knot. So that means certain interval means in after every knot there was a gap in between, and he was tying with the bamboo. That means he was making a ladder. Ladder is to climb and go to the tree house, because they cannot make a step, so they made ladder. So father returned to the beach and collected driftwood, thinking it would be perfect to build a sledge on runners rather than wheels. So father went to collect the driftwood. You know, driftwood means those are the pieces of woods that will be floating on the sea water, or else which will be found or washed near to the seashore. So he collected those woods, and he thought these woods will be good to make a sledge. I think you will remember the picture which I have shown before I explain you the lesson, the picture of sledge. So it is a runner, easily we can pull it with tying a rope. So it will not have a wheel. So later on this family used it to transport materials. So meanwhile, Elizabeth announced that the garden she had been tending was producing healthy plants. Corn, melons, pumpkins and cucumbers were already growing. So now she has done farming also. So agriculture was also practiced in that island. So the next day, only the father and Fritz traveled to the woods. Woods means again to the forest. In the tropical forest, they both went in search of exploring new things, that is in search of new things. And they found such exotic plants as one with waxy fruit, from which candles could be made. So exotic plants means the plants which is not a native, it's not a native plant. It is a very rare one which it could be found. So it was a waxy plant and they made candles out of it. So Fritz discovered a tree exuding a rubbery sap, from which his father claimed that they could make boots, because they were living in an island. So to travel from one place to another island, so they don't have anything to protect their feet, so they plan to make a boots with the rubbery sap. So thinking ahead of the next winter, father decided to create a place safe from the elements, a strong storage spot to protect themselves and their belongings. So here the father had a foresight that he thought about the winter, so he found this place, that this tree house would not be as safe as the other thing, like it could be not safe as a cave. So they planned to have a cave, to shift to a cave house. So they want to be safe from the elements, means from the other wild animals. So not finding one, they thought of carving out their own cave in the rock, abutting their camping site. So they found a cave, a rock, a huge rock wherein they can carve their own cave. So it was very close to the camping site, or the camping site means the site where they are living right now, very close to that site. Abuting means which is close to by. So they were sharing the same border, so it was so close to the camping site. So on the smooth face of the rock, father marked the dimension for an opening, and they picked away at the hard surface with their axes, chisels, hammers and shovels. Over the next several days, the family cut windows in the rocks and to allow for cross currents of air and for sunlight to enter the cave. When they had finished, they had 4 rooms complete with a fireplace. They now had a new winter home. So now successfully they have built their new winter home, and this is how, like, they have made windows, they have arranged for the cross currents, means the air should pass in. So it was a beautiful cave house they have constructed in. Because of the low light, the cave house they had built felt oppressive. Oppressive means it was distrusting. When they were upset because it was a beautiful cave house, but there was no light in it. It looks very dark. So to remedy this, father and Jack rigged up a new light. They found a bamboo pole that would reach from the floor to the ceiling. Then after securing it, Jack climbed to the top of the pole and hung a large oil lamp they had rescued from the ship. So now they got an idea how they can give light to their cave house. So they brought a father, that is William and Jack. They brought a huge pole and a bamboo pole. So they used that, and they kept the pole in such a way that it will touch the floor till the ceiling, and on top of the, near to the ceiling, they secured this lamp over there. And this lamp they got when they came, when they took many things along with them from the wrecked ship. So at that time they got a lamp also, so they used it now. So one day they found that one of the family's huts had been completely destroyed, and the cultivated fields around it had been trampled and ruined. So trampled means somebody has walked roughly and destroyed it. So there were huge footmarks everywhere. Father saw massive damage to trees as well as many huge footprints, which he identified as belonging to an elephant herd. So now one day they found that one of their huts were destroyed, and not only the hut but even the nearby cultivation area was also destroyed. So they found that it was of an elephant herd. Herd means it's a group of elephant would have come and attacked that place. So the next morning the family began to design a new defense to discourage all wild animals from entering their cultivated lands. So they also finalized their ideas about the new residence. As they found the elephant herds have come, so they thought this place is not that safe, so they want to shift to a new place. So they also finalized. So rather than building a house on stilts which the elephants could knock down easily, they would use 4 strong trees growing in a square near one another as the foundation. So the trees were of equal size, approximately 12 feet apart. Thus they built another safe home. So they planned to have a safe home, but this time the base, that is a foundation, they want to be strong, so that these elephants or any other animal should not come and attack them. So what they did is they found a group of trees which were in the square shape. Their distance were in the square shape, and they found that the base will be strong if they choose that place. 10 years passed, and the young boys were now young men, and their parents were very proud. They called the island New Switzerland. Many adventures occurred over the years. Many adventure means many exciting things have occurred. Many times there was a risk they would have taken by living in that region, because survival was very difficult in that island, because there were no other human that is human being living other than William's family. And they had the 2 dogs, they had jackal as their pet animal, they had a monkey as a pet animal. So other than that, they don't have any life existing over there other than this as their close ones. So they named it as the island as New Switzerland. On the shore of another island, Fritz had knocked down an albatross which was threatening to attack him, and found a rag tied to the large bird's leg. So he went to another island, and it was a small island. So on the shore, when he was on the shores, he found an albatross. Albatross is a long-winged bird, the bird which has a long wing. Actually it was threatening Fritz to attack him. So what he did is he knocked him down. So when he knocked him down, he found a piece of rag, that is a torn cloth, which was tied in his leg. So on the rag was a message that an English woman had been stranded on the Smoking Rock. So English woman has been stranded means she was caught, she was left alone without anyone's help in the rock. So after reading this message, Fritz had no idea how old the message was, because we don't know when the message was given and written, and it was written tied in the legs of albatross. So his father suggested that Smoking Rock sounded like a reference to a volcano. Since there were no volcanoes in the vicinity, the bird might have come from hundreds of miles away. So Fritz informed father William, but father said, as there is no Smoking Rock, that is no volcano nearby, so it might be far away. He has to go far away. So however, Fritz felt that someone needed his help, and he was determined to do his best to find the sender. Determined means his decision was strong. He has decided to find the sender, who it is, and he wished to rescue that person, that is save the person. Before returning home, he had written his own note on the rag, retied it to the albatross leg, and had watched the bird fly off. The note told whoever received it, don't despair, help is near. So Fritz thought, why don't I send a message again? Why don't I give a reply to that message? So he just wrote on that same rag of cloth that help is nearby, you don't worry, don't despair means don't feel hopeless, or don't lose hope, that always be brave enough, and he says that help is near. Fritz then successfully rescued the young woman Jenny Montrose. Though shy at first, soon she got used to living with the Robinson family. So as at first she was new to the family, she felt shy, but later on she was used to live with this family. So finally Fritz saved her. So one day they saw a ship which had laid anchor. An encampment had been set up on one of the similar islands. So there were many islands nearby. So one of the similar islands, there was an anchor found, and it has been laid, and there was a ship waiting over there. So Fritz and father decided to announce themselves after they had returned home and cleaned it up. So they have decided, because they saw through the spyglass that spyglass means it is a telescope. So they found that far away in a nearby island there is a ship has been anchored. So they thought that the ship, the people, the crew which has come in the ship, they should not think that William and his family members are barbarians who all are not civilized. So they wished to meet the captain. So Fritz and his father met the captain and told him their own history as well as Jenny's. So everything they said. Almost 10 years William's family survived, and Jenny was recently saved from the Smoky Rock. So they told everything, whatever happened. So to everyone's surprise, it had been Jenny's father who had inspired the captain's search. He believed his daughter was still alive after 3 years. Actually, the captain was searching Jenny and he landed up in that island. So everybody was surprised to know that especially William and Fritz, they went to meet the captain in the island where they have made a temporary camp. So they were so surprised, and they said they invited the crew and the captain who came in search of Jenny. Everyone came to the island New Switzerland. The captain has decided to attempt to find her. So the captain was inspired by Jenny's father, because Jenny's father thought that Jenny will be alive, because even she was also caught in a shipwreck and she landed up in another island, but luckily she was found and she was saved, and she belonged to the Robinson's family later on. So with a burst of celebration, the family, passengers and crew of the British vessel means the ship, headed towards New Switzerland. That means everybody came to New Switzerland to meet Jenny. So everyone was amazed by the prosperity and good health of the survivors. So everyone means here the people, that is the crew of the British vessel and the captain. Crew means it was a group of people, many people were there. They were a group of people. So everybody were so amazed, because there were nobody living in that island, only William and his family members, but such a prosperous and a very good life they survived in that island. As the day ended, the father realized that decisions must be made about who wanted to stay on the island and return with the ship. So the ship has come. If anyone out of his children wish to move to Europe or any other place, so they could move. But he has just given an option. He asked the children to take a decision based on this. So Elizabeth and her husband did not wish to live anywhere but on the island. As these couples have used to, they had a very happy life in the island, so they don't want to go back to the country. So they had been there for so long and had grown used to their life. Jenny asked if anyone would support her return to England. So Jenny was asking, like, is anyone ready to come along with me to England? So Fritz was the first to respond. So he offered cheers for us who were going to Europe. And Ernest, on the other hand, wanted to stay on the island. So Fritz was ready to go along with Jenny, but Ernest said no, he wishes to stay in the island along with his parents. And Jack also decided to stay back. So Ernest and Jack don't want to go back to the England, so they were ready to stay in New Switzerland. Franz, the youngest boy, decided to join Fritz in leaving, because even the youngest one, that was Jack, Franz, he decided to go back to England because he was willing to do his further studies. So Franz wanted a chance to receive an academic education. So before Fritz left, he told his parents of his love for Jenny and his wish to marry her. So before he leave from the island, he took permission from his parents and he proposed his love and he took permission for marriage, and then they both left from New Switzerland. The father had kept a record of all the adventures they had on the island. He handed over the journals to the captain to be published. Then the ship departed. So whatever things they have collected, the things would have happened in the past 10 years, everything the father have made a record of it, and he has made a journal out of that. And that journal was submitted to the captain so that the captain will publish it in a form of an adventure story. And finally, the ship departed. Now, let's discuss the questions given at the side of the lesson. In what way is a work of fiction different from a fact file? A work of fiction stretches reality, unlike a fact file which merely describes facts. The second question, how did the family reach the tropical island? So the answer is, the Robinson family reached the tropical island by making a vessel out of the tubs on the ship filling it with food, ammunition, as well as all other articles of value that they could carry, and then rowing towards the tropical island. The next question, why did the mother wish to shift the family to a tree house? Mother wished to shift the family to a tree house because their camp was not only exposed but also dry and hot. She also knew that the tree house would keep them safe from jackals too. Let's do the next question. How did the mother occupy herself while the tree house was being built? The mother occupied herself with gardening healthy plants. The next question, what was the third place the family decided to reside in? So the answer is, the third place the family decided to reside in was the cave. They wished to shift there for safety reasons and for warmth during winter seasons. The next question is, what made the family change over to their fourth residence? What precaution did they take before building it? The family changed over to their fourth residence because their family hut was destroyed by the elephants along with the cultivated fields. This time, instead of building the house on stilts, they took the precaution of using 4 strong trees growing in a square as the foundation. Let's move on to the next question. Do the changes in the family's residence remind you of the history of man's evolution? So actually I have given my own idea. You can even write your own answer over here. According to me, the changes in the family's residence were not entirely similar to the history of evolution. The family changed residences from a tent to a tree house to a cave and then back to tree house. So in the history of evolution of man, the sequence of events was different. Man first lived in a cave and then made wooden huts and tree houses. Now let's go to the next question. How did Fritz learn about another victim forsaken on a faraway island? So Fritz learned about another victim forsaken on a faraway island with the help of a rag that was tied to an albatross leg whom he had knocked down. The next question, who was the victim and how long had she survived? Jenny Montrose was the victim and she survived there around 3 years. Now let's move on to the next question. Who is included in the word everyone in everyone was amazed? The passengers and the crew of the British vessel. The next question, how does the adventure come to a happy end? So the adventure came to a happy end with the father, mother, Jack and Ernest deciding to live on the island and Fritz, Franz and Jenny going back to England, that is Europe. Fritz wishes to marry Jenny and Franz wanted to get an academic education. Now let's discuss the questions given in the English workshop. The first question is, the first activity is 2 separate words combined together to make a new word with a different meaning. So they form compound words. So using a dictionary, find the meanings of the following compound words. So we have to know how to make a compound word, 2 separate words combined together to make a new word. So now first word is armloads. The meaning is amount of things that can be carried in an arm as in both arms. The next word is footprints. Impression of foot on a surface. The next word is cross currents. The meaning is a current in a river or sea that flows across another current. The next word is driftwood. Wood that has been floating or brought into the shore by the sea. The next word is fireplace. Its meaning is an opening made in the wall to hold as fire is used for domestic use. The next word is spyglass. The meaning is a small telescope. Let's move on to the next activity. The following words can be used as nouns as well as verbs. Make two sentences of your own using them as a noun in one and a verb in another. So let's see to the first word, hold. So as a noun, you can see the first sentence, she has a strong hold over her children. And the same word is used as a verb in the next sentence, let me hold the bag for you. The next word is value. So then as a noun, let's see to the first sentence, the value of happiness is infinite. The next one is the same word is used as a verb, I really value his advice and support. The next word is not. As a noun, the knot that she made was loose. Next, let us see the same word not as a verb, knot the shoelaces. Next word is travel. As a noun, her travel from Rome to Paris was an expensive one. Now next to see the same word travel as a verb. We travel quite often to different places. Let's move to the next word, written. So let's see to the sentence which is made of the word written as a noun. On his return, he threw a party. So let's see the same word written which is mentioned over here in the sentence as a verb. One should always return a compliment. The next word is reach. So let us see reach as a noun in the sentence. He was beyond the reach of wild animals. So let's see the same word reach as a verb. You will reach your destination by noon. The next word is knock. As a knock, let us see knock, the word knock as a noun. So the knock on the door was loud. Now next, the word knock as a verb. It was very easy for the giant to knock him down in seconds. Next word is attack. Let's see attack as a noun in this sentence. There was an attack on our nearby state. Now let's see the same word attack as a verb. We could not attack them in the daytime. The next word is mark. Let's see as a noun. His arrows hit the mark. So the next one is as a verb. I mark all the important points while reading. So now let's move on to the next activity. Given in a mixed order below are some good human attributes of the family. Pick out each from the box and write it against each line that reflects it. So already I have solved it for you all. The first one is the father told Fritz the gods would make excellent bowls and spoons and they cut them into various utensils. So this shows the attribute of resourcefulness. After some days, Elizabeth informed that she wanted the family to move a safer place. So this good attribute is cautiousness, that is being careful. Thinking ahead of winter, father decided to create a place safe from the elements. So this is a human attribute which shows his foresight, that is he can predict the future. Father taught the boys geometry and how to use triangles to measure big objects. So here they have used his knowledge and its application. Let's move on to the next one. He believed his daughter was still alive after 3 years. This shows that the human quality is perseverance and positive attitude. The next one, 10 years had passed and the young boys grew to be young men and their parents were proud of them. So this shows family bonds. Fritz felt that someone needed his help and he was determined to find the sender. So this shows that humanity and sensitivity. Now let's go to the next activity. Write in your own words how the Robinson family made each of their homes. So they have made 4 homes. So we are going to see each home. First home, their first home was a tent which they built up by softening the floor with armloads of grass, and they cut them and spread it to serve as their beds. Now let us see to the second home. So in this home, it was a tree house which they built by using long and extended branches, and these branches were used as platforms, and they also created a ladder out of bamboos. Now let's see to the third house, how it was constructed. The third house was a cave house, which they created by making an opening on the smooth face of the rock. They cut windows in the rock for ventilation and sunlight. Now let's see to the fourth house, how it was constructed. Since one of the huts they have made was destroyed by an elephant herd, they decided to build a stronger house using 4 strong trees as base, rather than building a house on stilts which the elephants could knock down easily. The 4 trees were of equal size, approximately 12 feet apart. So this was a much safer home for them. Now let's see to the next activity. It's an expansion of an idea. You have to write it in a para or two. So we have 2 expansions. Let's see to the first one. Where there is a will, there is a way. So whenever you write an expansion, you have to write the heading and underline it. The proverb tries to bring out the message that if we are determined and have a willingness to do something, however impossible it might seem to be, as shall find a way to do it successfully. So we should have determination and a strong will. At times we find that we are not in a position to do certain things. So it is only because we lack the interest to do it, or we really do not try to do them. So we do not really want to do them. So when we are not interested in something, we try to find excuses not to do it. We exaggerate things. So if we go through history and the autobiographies of great men, we can realize that many of them became great by their strong will, determination, luck, courage, and perseverance. So we take the case of the famous American President Abraham Lincoln. Even though he was born in a very poor family, he gradually rose to the highest position in his country by hard work and strength of character. He has a strong will. He knew that there was nothing impossible for one who really had the desire backed up with perseverance and courage. So determination is something which can work wonders. Be determined and the goal is yours. So now next we are going to see the next proverb. Courage and resourcefulness are the keys to overcome problems. So this you can use it for your reference and you can add your points too. Problematic situations are a part of our lives. All of us come across many problems that may seem extremely difficult and even sometimes impossible to solve. But any kind of problem can be dealt with 2 things. It is courage and resourcefulness. Don't be afraid to take a step back, collect your thoughts and change your plan. Hence, courage plays an essential role in solving our problems. Resourcefulness is the ability to deal promptly and effectively with difficulties if you are courageous enough. So in an emergency, keeping calm, quickly assessing the situation and taking the right action makes you resourceful. So courage, when accompanied with resourcefulness, will empower a person to overcome any difficulty. So instead of panicking, being afraid or waiting for a miracle to happen, one should think with a calm mind for a solution, weigh all the available resources and utilize them to the fullest. Thank you for watching this video. If you find it useful, please like, share and without fail subscribe to the channel so that you will get the further updates.